So we're gonna do one of the Chinese Immortals again.
Cool.
All right. So we're on to Hei Shengju. Shengju. I don't really know which one it is. It is the lady of the group. And she's got 2 origin stories, both of which are very interesting. So she starts her journey as a teenager in one of the origin stories. I think she's a teenager in both, actually. While she was sleeping one night, an immortal visited her in her dream and told her to eat rocks.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this immortal tells her to grind up mother of pearl and eat it, and it will make her fly and immune from death.
What in pearl?
Mother of pearl.
Mother of pearl. Is that like what is that, a stone? I only remember it as a SpongeBob exclamation. Mother of pearl!
It's you keep blowing it out of my head. Oyster shell inside.
Oh,
so might as well be rocks. Anyway, so she wakes up and still finds this reasonable after she wakes up and goes and finds mother of pearl and eats it. And sure enough, she can fly now.
It works!
Yep. And she's like, wow, cool, I can fly. I'm gonna do chores for my parents.
Who's her parents, though? Are they important people?
Not really. Because they're just like, oh, I can be a dutiful daughter and do all of the chores for my parents because I can fly now.
Oh, wow.
And
this is really of its time.
and they're
and she serve my parents.
And she does her parents' chores until they die, and then she's like, well, I have no reason to be among mortals anymore because my parents are gone. And so she goes and flies more and just kind of becomes more airy-fairy as time goes on. And the other bit of note for this particular origin story is an empress asks her for immortality, and she says nope and flies away. So it's kind of bare bones, the first version.
I think this is kind of, in terms of like origin story, it would not make my top 5.
Okay, well, so evidently people agree with you, because the second origin story is much more cohesive. So Hei Zhengju works for this wicked old lady. She's like a Cinderella situation. She has to work all the time, and her life is rotten, right? And as it happens, while the old lady is away, this group of beggars comes to their house, and Hei Zhengju just gives them some food because she feels bad for them. You know, pure of heart maiden thing.
Oh, of course.
And they eat it, and they thank her, and they go off. But the old broad comes home and is really compulsive about her noodles, evidently, because
I don't see 3,500.
She immediately notices that some of the noodles are gone, and in a rage, she flies at Hei Zhengju, and the girl's like, okay, fine, I gave food away to beggars because they were hungry. And the old broad is like, you liar, you ate my noodles because I don't feed you.
Because I don't feed you. Wow, actually, wait a minute. Both of these scenarios are bad for me.
If you really fed it to beggars, go get the beggars and show them to me. So Hei Zhengju runs off to find the beggars, and she's like, oh my gosh, my evil lady stepmother XP thing is really mad at me because I helped you out. So can you show yourselves to her so I don't get in trouble and prove to her that I'm not lying? And they're like, oh yeah, you're a nice lady. We're going to help you out. This turns out to be very uncomfortable for everybody because the old broad somehow, seeing this, not willing to let go of her rage, forces all of the beggars to throw up the noodles.
To prove it. No, I don't believe you. You just found these people.
Oh, that's not where it ends.
Jarl.
She forces the beggars to throw up the noodles and then makes Hei Zhengju eat the throw up
But like, freaking why?
Because she's crass. But
those noodles turned out to be magic noodles that allowed her to fly.
And just wait for it.
Okay.
Hei Zhengju is about to eat the noodles because she's like, okay, fine, I'm an obedient daughter. And before she could consume barf, she starts to float away into the sky.
Alright, I'll do it. Whoa, you guys are really far away.
And don't worry, the old beggars also start to float away too. Because the gods are like, no.
Oh, they're just picking them up. But
I
they're
don't
invisible?
know. I don't think there's no mention of gods. It might be that the beggars were actually tester figures. I couldn't get a straight answer on that.
Oh, so they were like sent by someone?
Yeah, and she's a chosen one now because she's willing to go through all of this hardship and still be a nice person, a la Cinderella. And so yeah, that's how He Zhengju became an immortal.